Welcome back, Patch Prey Garage. Today we're going to be looking at this 1970 GMC 1-ton truck. It's got a flatbed on it, a dump bed. Dad was running this thing, did some brakes on it, pulled it out of the garage, and won't start now. We're getting fuel. We don't have spark for some reason, so we're going to take a peek at that today, see if we can make this thing run for him. He got some dirt, rock, stuff like that he needs to get moving, along with some brush and stumps and all that good stuff. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up for him. Let's take a little walk around this thing before we get started. Not in too bad a shape. Down there at the bottom, we got some rusted out rocker panels. Poor old bed needs a new floor in it. Tires are, well, they've seen better days. I got chunks out of it. Still holding there. New tires won't do that. Corner of the cab's all rusted out back there. Let's take a look inside. About what you'd expect out of an old farm truck. That rocker panel there. Duct tape seat. Classy rig right here. There we go. I've got 4-speed in it. Motorola transistor radio. Let's see if that works after we get this thing fired up. Shows 9,770.7 miles on the odometer. You guys think that's right? I bet it's got 3 times that in hours. Throw this window down. It's hot in here. It's about 100 degrees out today. And it is just sweltering in that cab. Let's see what we got under the hood here. Oh. There we go. Got a 350 Chevy under the hood. We looked at it just a little bit, and it's not getting spark. We're not getting anything out of the coil. Dad threw a set of points on it real quick. It was in the way of a project we were doing over there. And so we're going to start there. We're going to recheck that, make sure we've got them gapped properly and everything, and do a little testing from there and see what's going on. First things first, let's get this air cleaner out of the way. Okay, now we can see what we're doing. Grab a screwdriver. Get this cap popped off here. Cap looks pretty clean. Don't see any corrosion in there. Well, let's get that rotor up out of there so we can actually see them points and double check everything. Okay, it looks like the points aren't closing quite all the way. Just a tiny bit of movement there when I'm in the bottom of the little lobe there that opens and closes. Can't quite see in there good enough. I'm not sure why GM decided they needed to put their distributor in the back, but it sure makes it difficult to work on. Well, I can't quite tell if that's closing all the way or not. Okay, now that we got our points adjusted, they were opened up just a little bit too wide. I'll get our distributor cap put back on here. Okay, coil's hooked up. I'll put my screwdriver out of the way and y'all hang out there and see if it'll start. Not too bad. Okay, one more thing we're going to go ahead and do on this is we're going to set our dwell angle. So on these old distributors, we'd use what's called a dwell tester. So we're going to hook our positive up to our coil and we're going to run our black to a ground. We can set this one for either a 6 or 8 cylinder. We can get tack, dwell, point resistance, and our RPM scale. So we're just going to do, this is a V8, so we're going to set it on it. We're going for dwell angle. So go ahead and hook this up. We're shooting for 30 degrees on this. And hook our black one here to a ground. I'm going to set this to the side, start it, and then we'll check it and see where we're at. See if we need to adjust our points some more. Well, now that I decided we was going to do that, it appears my tester quit working on me. Okay. Well, I think we're good. It runs. You guys hear that alternator? Sounds like that's what I'm gonna be changing next. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing shut down. Let's put the air cleaner back on it and see if this thing will drive. So okay, we're ready for test drive. Well, that wasn't normally what we're going to be working on, old trucks and stuff, but well, I guess later on down the road when we get to the international, it will. But for now, uh, took care of Dad's truck, got it back up and running. At least he can use it for now. It's definitely got some other things that need done on it. Some of the carburetor linkages are missing off of it, so we're gonna have to take care of that. It'll either be replacing the carburetor or figuring out how them linkages hook up or something. Uh, Unfortunately, my dwell meter wasn't working. I'd hooked it up one time to make sure it would work, and that gauge popped up, or the needle popped up right on 30 degrees. 30 degrees, we had it absolutely perfect. And then, of course, it got camera shy and decided to quit working on me. So, anyway, I've got a GM diagnostic machine. We can try and do that. One of these other videos, we'll hook that up to something and try that out. But I guess I'll just leave you guys with, you don't always need a new machine. Sometimes all you need is a patch. Sometimes a prayer. I'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching.